Unsophisticated whiskey.
Welcome back to Unsophisticated Whiskey. I'm TY.
And I'm Boogie.
Today for you we have the 2019 Four Roses Limited Edition.
This one has some pretty old bourbons in it, with some pretty special recipes. It has a 21-year-old bourbon of the OBSV recipe. It also features a 15-year-old OESK, a 15-year-old OESV, and an 11-year-old OESV.
Oh yeah, lots of the V's and the K's.
Yeah,
huh?
that's the ones everybody really looking for. And it's got two of the recipes. No, that's a high rye. The B is the high rye, and then the E is the low rye.
What proof are we at?
We're at 112.6.
112.6.
It's on the paper too.
All right, guys, we know that this is 2023 now, and we're reviewing a 2019 bottle, but this is a fresh crack as of what? Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday. I was I was at a raffle, or I was standing in line to be able to purchase a bottle. It was about 10 degrees out with the wind chill. I got there at 4 in the morning. They didn't open till noon. In Indiana, liquor stores don't open till noon. And I'm sitting there in line, freezing all day long. Number 28 in line. And finally, we get to go inside, thaw out a little bit. And we walk into the room that they have all these different bottles in. They got everything in there. I was 28, so I wasn't able to get a pappy or anything special like that. So I start looking around the room. And I see the Four Roses 2022 sitting there. And then I walk up a little closer and I see 3 of the 2019 sitting in the back. And I couldn't really, because the new ones, they got the age or the year on the label here. And this was an older one. I thought it was just like a select or something like that. So I'm like, what is that? And I picked it up and the guy was like, you're the first one to see those. And I was like, that's what I'm going with. There's nothing else there that was going to be that old, I guess you'd say. It's something we look forward to every year. Our buddy Danny, he's got all of them since 2020, and we've got to try all those. And this one definitely lives up to the tradition that they're putting out. So,
well, let's find out.
Yeah, man. Well, I gotta get
let's nose it a little first. But yeah, how wild to walk in 2022 in December, or was it January? Either or.
Yeah.
To walk in.
It was freezing cold, I know that.
3 years later and find one of these sitting in a room for purchase. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I got goosebumps when I seen it.
She smells good.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely red fruit.
There's a really nice oak on that. It's got a lot of older whiskeys on there, so.
A barrel-aged oaky red fruit.
There's a little spice on that, too. Oh, man. Very sweet.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Let's taste it.
Salud, sir. Very viscous. It's a mouth coater.
Ooh, yeah. You weren't lying.
The oak?
That's oaky.
Yeah, it's very present.
That's by far the oakiest Four Roses product I have ever had.
It's different, but
it's fantastic.
The finish rolls into this super sweet. There's that honey. There's honey on that. Man.
I could see your honey.
There's something.
I've got honey and spice just lingering now. I wouldn't say it. Let me go in for a second drink. Let's see.
Man, it's so delicious.
Yeah, guys, I would have never expected it to be as oaky as it is. And he told me, and I kind of thought he was being crazy.
No,
but she's an oaky gal.
It's got old whiskeys in it, man. I mean, it's I think this is one of those ones where if you you might like oak, but if you don't enjoy that, this is not one that you're gonna really enjoy.
I agree. If you don't like oak, this is not your thing.
But the sweetness, you hit that oak, and then the sweetness just comes through and just pushes it to the side.
Honey,
yeah,
lots of barrel, slight red fruit up front, But yeah, it does. It just goes into this nice spicy honey to trail off.
Yeah, I'm digging that a lot, man. And like I said, it's a mouth coater, bro.
We know that you guys aren't going to be able to go buy these, and so
this is a throwback.
Yeah, this is a throwback one.
I mean, but bars do have them. They're secondary. I think they're like $450 on secondary. But if you're at a bar and you could try this thing, and you're a fan of Four Roses, period, this is one that I think you should absolutely try.
Yeah, I agree. It's really good.
I'm in love with it.
It's really good.
Yeah. It was worth sitting out in the cold. It was brutal, but it was worth it.
Sitting out in the cold for a long time.
The things we do for whiskey.
How many bottles of this that year? 13,440 bottles produced that year.
And there was 3 sitting there. They had to have, lost it in the back somewhere. There's no way. There's no other way I could think.
I can't tell you why.
T.Y. told me it was fake. Those. I was like, bro, don't do that.
Yeah, it's counterfeit. I told him,
don't do that to me, bro.
It's a regular Four Roses small batch that they put some finishing cubes in a mason jar for 2 weeks and then sealed it back up. No.
I'd be salty.
I hope not.
No, it's too good to be.
It is good, guys. If you don't like oak, I think you could probably skip the 2019 if you do like oak. And like he said, if you see it at a nice whiskey bar or a bourbon bar, it's worth giving a shot.
Yes. What would you think? 35, $40?
It's a tough one. I was going to say 40. It's a tough one with Four Roses because, they don't fetch the premium price like some of the other allocated stuff does.
And
but
I mean,
not that they shouldn't, but
they deserve to be, because what Brett Elliott's doing there it's one of a kind with the 10 different recipes. That might be another video we could shoot just on explaining the recipes. I'm still confused sometimes, so I always got to look it up. It's difficult, but once you figure out a little bit about it, you know which ones you like, and there's not one that we've tried that, as far as a single barrel.
Yeah, that we don't like. No. Yeah. Single barrel strength Four Roses, that's where it's at.
Yes.
Buy every time.
Yes.
That's for another day, though.
Right. Well, we're on Sophisticated Whiskey.
I'm T.Y.
And I'm Boogie. Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See y'all later.
Yep.
Making booze reviews doesn't need to be complicated. With a snooty attitude that'll leave the viewer frustrated. So join T.Y. and Boogie as the whiskey gets evaluated. And I promise that they'll always be unsophisticated. Unsophisticated